Welcome back, where we have Francine Brokaw, who is the host of Beyond the Red Carpet. Well, welcome. How are you?
I'm doing great, and I'm so excited about my May show because it's an hour long. It's a special edition, and I'm sure everybody's going to get something from it. It's amazing.
Well, and we're just going to give everybody sort of some preview of what it's about. I know you ran out of time, and so you want to be able to kind of fill everybody in on what the subject matter is and sort of who we're talking to. So you are talking to Lady Colin Campbell. Well, who is that?
Oh, she's a very highly thought of author who's written, I think, 10 or 12, 14 books about royals. Not only royals, but other things. She's so intelligent, and she's a British aristocrat.
Okay.
I have trouble with that word, aristocrat. Anyway, she is plugged into everything royal, past, present, and speculation about future. And it's an interesting show because we start off, I wanted to start off in the past because we both have a kind of a connection to Tsar Nicholas. And there was that big kerfluffle when the Tsar wanted asylum in Britain during the Revolution so that he could save his family. And I thought it was the king's decision not to let him in, but she set me straight. She gives a whole background of what actually happened. And ultimately, as we know, the Tsar's family all were killed.
Yeah, wow. Well, that will be very interesting to tune in. And another thing that you had mentioned is that, you know, the Queen is up there in age, right? And you know, she's had some health issues. Does she give you a perspective of what she thinks might happen?
Yes. We talk a little bit about the abdication and what actually happened, who was for it and against it at the time. But yes, but then we go into the demise of the Queen, which is very sad to say. Because it's hard. I mean, she's been Queen my entire life. And a lot of people cannot imagine a world without Queen Elizabeth. But as I've mentioned on the show, it has been leaked exactly what's going to happen, the minutes, the hours, and the 4 days after her death. So after that, people can go online and find out exactly the timeline of all these little intricacies. However, there are other things that we go into, like Charles picking his name, because he can pick any one of his Charles, Philip, Arthur, George to be king. We go into that, and we go into Prince William's ascension up the ladder. Which is very interesting. We don't know. I mean, growing up here in the United States, we hear prince, princess, duke, lords. We don't really have an insight into how they evolve and how they're appropriated. And she helps give us an understanding. I think American viewers, British viewers here will understand it all, but American viewers will really get a good lesson into what happens with the monarchy and titles.
Well, that's good, because I think a lot of times many of us Americans probably go, why even have a monarchy? Why do you even have it? What's the use? And so I think that's really great to tell people, okay, this is something that you're pretty much born into. Right? Or you could marry into as well, but that always is something interesting. Which brings me to my next question, because here we have Harry and Meghan, and that is exactly what happened, right? He married someone who was not in royalty at all, and look what's happened.
It's been a complete debacle, the whole thing. And I think another thing I want to let the viewers know, that this is really a dangerous portion of history, not only for the monarchy, but for people themselves, because Meghan and Harry have gone about trying to destroy their families and their history and the legacies of, even though Harry claims that he's following Diana's legacy, he's ruining it and he's tarnishing it in so many ways. And we talk about that, but there are two groups of people in the world: those that are for the monarchy and not necessarily want a monarchy in their own country, but are happy to see the British monarchy because they do so much good
Right.
over there, and the Brits really like them too. I mean, and they had the Commonwealth at this time. And then you've got people who are the woke people, who are Harry and Meghan supporters, and they're called the Sussex Squad. They are doing everything in their power to bring down George, Charlotte, William, Kate, all of the, and Charles as well. They want to put Meghan and Harry up on the throne. They want, they're dangerous.
Well, it's completely not what has been historical, right?
No.
I mean, obviously, it's really changing the way people view a monarchy, and I'm sure that's not what Diana would have wanted.
No.
Based on books and recollections and things like that. So this sounds really cool. So it's an hour show, and it's going to be all with Lady Colin Campbell, and you guys are going to dive into everything.
And at the end, you get a little tour of her castle. It's called Castle Goring, which is beautiful.
I bet.
And I hope to get over there one of these days to see it. But you'll get a little tour of that.
Yeah.
So it's all encompassing, past, present, future, and everything. And we're going to talk to her later on in the year too, because she's just such a wealth of knowledge.
I love it.
She's amazing.
Oh, well, that'll be fun. All right, so everyone can watch this special 1-hour episode of Beyond the Red Carpet. Will air on Tuesdays at 1 p.m. only for the month of May. Excellent. All right, well, thank you so much for the information.
Oh, my pleasure. It's so much fun.
All right, we'll see you next time. And remember that you can always watch Beyond the Red Carpet on Saturdays at 8:30, and the new show will begin in May. We'll be right back.